Moraga's defeat at Mont's hands has driven Fennis to ruin. Even in victory, the threat lingering over Eastern Ardra remains. After betraying Leonis, Wizette has covertly allied itself with Sadali. The threat of Rondal ever approaching, Leonis and Horn combine their forces. The time to invade Wizette has finally come.
You have no intention of reconsidering your course, then?
No, my lady.
I see.
I beg your understanding. This is not an act of rebellion towards Horn.
I do not doubt you.
It is you whom I serve, Lady Mashari, and none other. However...
You must go to Schützelt.
Indeed.
As formidable as Solidus may be, do you believe it can bring down Wizette with a single squadron?
The main force is said to eliminate Fennis first, then move to invade Wizette.
Yes, that is correct.
But as it stands, they may not reach Schützelt in time. His fate grows all the more grim with every moment wasted.
Go forth then, but do not throw your life away in vain.
Forgive my obstinacy.
Worry not. We have Adelard with us.
Very well. We march for Wizette! Make haste! Yes, sir!
You must forgive our dear leader. He simply...
You needn't concern yourself. I would choose the same course of action were I in his place.
I'm sorry about this, King Mont. Let me apologize for Darling.
Thank you, but there is no need. King Rob may not have been long for this world, but it was still I who took his life.
Do not say that, Mont.
Mashari.
You spared me the sin of killing my own flesh and blood. A sin which was mine to bear. Go. Engelbert surely grows impatient.
Yes, my lady. I shall take my leave.
Don't worry about Darling. I won't let him do anything he can't handle.
Mont, you mustn't punish yourself for what you did. For when you do, it's my heart that's torn open.
I'm sorry.
Why are they just staring at each other? Mont is so meek. A real man would take this opportunity to claim a kiss from her lips. Who's claiming kisses? Let me see. Hey, if you don't stop pushing... Ah!
Salir, Rachez, just what exactly are you doing?
Oh, you know. We've come to report that the troops are assembled.
I see. It is time then. The united armies of Horn and Leonis hereby march to invade Fennis. In truth, I wish to strike at Wazette alongside Solidus so that we may rescue Schützelt. But alas.
Even after the death of Moraga, Fennis still maintains their fervor for battle with us. Which means the best course of action is to crush the immediate threat from Fennis, and then face Wazette once and for all. Of course, we do this not only for Schützelt, but to also save Victora, Luartha, and the members of Rubius. Then we unify East Ardra and meet the Rundal invasion from the west head-on!
To battle! We march at once!
Yes, my lady!
Now, I must head for Bordeaux Castle in the south of Wazette.
Ma Cherie, are you sure you'll be alright by yourself?
Do not worry. It's not as if I'm brazenly launching an assault on enemy territory. I shall go to the castle of Bordeaux, where Glaciella lays besieged, and together we shall head for Wazette. What danger could possibly await me?
At least allow me to have you accompanied.
Very well. Why don't I take Ketone?
Yes, she just might be best for this task. Ketone,
Here, Your Highness.
I need you to accompany Ma Cherie to Bordeaux Castle. Is that alright?
I'm counting on you, Ketone.
I should be the one who journeys to Bordeaux Castle to rally Glaciella.
Worry not. This is most opportune. It will give me a chance to ascertain the mettle of your betrothed with my own eyes.
Ma Cherie.
Are you sure of this, Your Highness?
What do you mean?
Ramada heads for Ovis with Fordham. Engelbert marches ahead with Solidus to Wazette. The only force heading for Fennis is Nitor, led by Adelard.
But we have Calum. We have you, Lilith.
What remains of Calum barely counts as a squadron. There's only Ramada and I.
The main force of Nitor shall also remain stationed at Horn Castle.
What do you mean?
I'm told there has been activity among the Sanctum monks. We cannot leave Horn Castle undefended under such circumstances. Meaning the main force to assault Fennis will be the three of us standing here right now.
There is naught we can do but go. The threat from the west grows ever closer.
Then we take to the field. I am your sword, King Mont, no matter what trials you face. But, in truth, I doubt I can assure the safety of others as it stands.
Be that as it may, this is the path before us.
Rightly said. Now, the troops await us. It is time to go to battle.
This isn't fair. Why do I have to sit around in this castle all day?
If anyone should be voicing their complaints, it's me. I'm the one stuck looking after an ill-mannered, bratty little girl.
Are you referring to me?
Are you claiming to be oblivious? Seating yourself on the throne just because there are no eyes upon you?
Revering an empty throne is so stupid. I mean, it's just a regular old chair.
Your aptitude for misplaced logic is the only thing about you that impresses me. Perhaps you should abandon the black mage arts and become a court jester instead.
What are you mumbling about? Do you want to be reduced to charred ashes?
How fanciful coming from a mage whose flame burns so dim. Have at me. I shall dice you into the finest of pieces.
That's enough! What is the meaning of this?
Oh, if it isn't my dear Grawl. I can tell you worry for me, but stay out of our way.
Wow, speaking of being oblivious, Grawl is one of my brother's loyal men. Which means he'll do anything I order of him. Understand?
Now it's your stupidity that impresses me. I'm sorry to inform you, but Grawl is smitten with me. Come, Grawl, let us deal with this nuisance.
Stop this at once! Do not forget that our mission here is to protect Horn Castle! Attention! Sanctum monks are heading this way!
So they're here. Stand back and I'll blast them into piles of ash.
You don't have what it takes. My blade shall handle this.
That sounds like a challenge.
Why not? Let us see who can fell the most monks.
Lord Adelard's orders were to monitor Rachis, but she has yet to act in any way overly suspicious. They say she schemes to enter the service of Rundal by bringing them Lord Adelard's head, but it may still be too early to pass judgment. But should her actions prove suspicious, I shall show no quarter.
Miss Ramada!
Oh, what is it?
Is it much longer to Ovis?
I'd say half the way is behind us now.
You must be tired. Let us take a short respite.
Oh, I'm not tired at all. I'm so excited about going to Ovis, I just can't wait to get there.
Excited, you say?
Isn't everyone?
Indeed we are. I'm surprised Leonis could be so thoughtful.
Oh, I know! I can't wait to get my hands on those fluffy sheep!
Huh?
Ovis does have a lot of pastures where sheep graze, but...
Rundal invades at this very moment. Such a luxury shall not be ours.
What? Hold on. I thought this journey was a reward for our victory in battle against Fennis.
Huh? It's not?
My purpose for traveling to Horn was to gather reinforcements.
So that means we're...
going to be facing the army of Rundal.
But isn't the Rundal army really strong?
Yes, of that I am certain.
Ugh, I want to go home.
I relish facing strong foes, but Rundal...
Sorry. I just remembered there was something I have to do. Can I go home now?
Our mission is not so much to do battle with Rundal, but perhaps more so to distract them.
We're supposed to distract Rundal?
Yes, that is correct. Should we draw their attention with the defense of Ovis?
It will delay their invasion of Horn?
And if Rundal withdraws, Ovis will be free from trouble for a while, right?
Yes, that would be the outcome.
Then let us make haste.
So, what now?
I guess we must go put an end to this battle.
So, we're making one last push then?
Seems that way. Maybe this time we'll truly be rewarded a luxurious journey of relaxation if we get this done.
All right, let's press on!
What path am I to take now? King Moraga.
Reporting! Lady Melnia and our main force Ruina have set sail for Wazette. Lady Oldoa?
Go with them if it pleases you. Abandon Fennis and scurry over to Wazette's ranks. I will not stop you.
Those of that mind are already aboard the ships.
I see.
We warriors of Moraga's Imperial Guard have our pride.
You'd best be certain of yourself. Remain in Fennis, and the path before you will be a thorny one.
We would rather choose death than bow to Melnia or Renel.
Melnia likely intends to seize Wazette for herself. Corey is a cunning one, though. He will set Melnia and the others upon Horn and Leonis when it suits him, then discard them like the used pawns they are.
Their betrayal shall never be forgiven.
None know this better than I.
Reporting. The united armies of Horn and Leonis advance north. They will be at our borders before long. With due respect, perhaps we should cross the Great River to Wazette and wait them out.
Foolishness! Warriors do not turn their backs to the enemy!
But at our current strength, we will be no match for their united armies.
What of Kilfei?
She remains within the castle walls.
Summon her.
And of the united armies?
Meet them head on, but do not engage them fully. You need only suppress their advance. Kilfei, so you were unable to leave the castle after all. I'd thought you to have crossed to Wazette with Melnia and the others.
Did you call for my presence only to say this?
I have but one request of you. Lend me your power to strike down Melnia.
Do you know what you ask? Melnia was in favor with King Moraga.
I do. Yet she bore not even a morsel of love for him in return. Refusing to care for him even in his final moments.
I have one condition. You know what it is.
The release of your brother Malleus, correct?
Speak. Will you or will you not release him? Know that I shall not act under any other conditions.
Malleus, forgive me.
Lady Oldoa, there you are!
What is it?
The united armies of Horn and Leonis have shattered our lines and advance upon the castle gates.
Understood.
Lady Oldoa was down here paying her respects to Malleus again?
It was King Moraga who killed the boy.
Yet Lady Oldoa seems convinced her inability to guide the king is to blame.
Cornered and desperate. That is what you are.
I offer you my life. What say you?
To what end?
In exchange for your power.
No.
Can you not be swayed?
Release Malleus, or I shall not fight for Fennis.
Malleus is gone.
Who killed him? Answer me!
It was my doing. Forgive me. I am truly sorry.
I already knew.
What?
I have been down to the dungeons.
Then why?
I could not accept what I saw to be reality. Perhaps I deluded myself into thinking it was merely a dream, letting myself believe that it would not be real. As long as the truth of his death stayed obscured from me. And yet, you... Why do you confess to your sins? Why do you apologize for your misdeeds? Had you not let the truth escape your lips, Malleus could have lived eternal in my dreams. Oh, my little Malleus. There is no reason for me to remain in a world where he is no more. Nor is there reason for me to fight for Moraga.
No! It was I who killed Malleus. If you must hate someone, let it be me!
I will not fight for Moraga.
Is there nothing I can say?
Enough. If I am to fight,
kill Faye.
I shall only do so for she who honored Malleus's memory with flowers each and every day.
Kill Faye.
Having said that, the might of the united armies of Horn and Leonis eclipse that of Fennis.
So, it is beyond even one such as you.
There is one strategy we may employ. We band with Mont.
But...
The united armies likely intend to invade the heart of Wizette after finishing off the headless snake that is Fennis. It is all but certain that Sadali knows of this.
Meaning?
The rear of their ranks would be assaulted by a great army of Sanctum monks. Naturally, Mont and his allies must already fear this, which is why they moved to first bring down Fennis Castle.
You mean to say that if we surrender and join with the allied armies...
An opportunity to fell Melnia will be ours.
Very well.
There is one problem, however.
And that is?
Before we surrender, Moraga's Imperial Guard will need to be won over.
That could be...
If we fail to do so, it will be nigh impossible for us to make it to the lands of Wizette.
So be it. I shall convince the Imperial Guard of our cause.
And if you cannot?
They will be made to obey at the end of a sword.
We shall soon arrive in Leonis.
We are some distance from Leonis Castle, and yet... the miasma spread by the crystal pervades the air even here.
Lady Ma Cherie, try not to breathe too deeply out here.
I shall take care. I implore you all to do the same. Just how dense does this miasma grow around Leonis Castle?
Our scouts report that those who breathe it in deeply begin to rot from the inside and perish from coughing up their own blood.
What a terrible fate. Why would the crystal continue to emit such a horrid miasma? What is it, Ketone?
2 figures, on the path ahead.
Out in these wilds?
It seems they are being attacked by monsters. How shall we proceed?
We save them.
What?
Was that unexpected? They may call me the beautiful Steel Maiden, but my blood does not run cold. And besides, Mont saved a certain band of travelers who were waylaid by bandits. It is by that kindness I stand here at this very moment. It taught me that destinies entwined are not to be ignored. We join the battle! Follow my lead!
Thank you for saving our hides. I'm Juriel, and this is...
Lisette. Think not of it. May you stay safe on your journey.
Hey, you're from Horn, aren't you? Just as I thought.
We travel in search of a new master to serve.
Then I suggest you search elsewhere.
Can you not hear us out?
My apologies. We can afford no delays.
Why did you disregard their wishes so flatly? Did you not just speak of valuing destinies entwined?
Did their attire not reveal anything to you?
Their attire?
They appear to be from Lycaros.
It used to be the largest country in the west, after taking the kings of Rundal and Heindler hostage. Word is that Lycaros fell when Rundal rose in rebellion.
Indeed.
Then, those two travel in search of a new kingdom to serve under.
A reasonable assumption. However, we have no means of discerning whether they truly hail from Lycaros.
Lady Ma Cherie! Lady Ma Cherie!
You need not worry for me.
But...
Could she be Horn nobility?
Without a doubt, she might even be from the royal bloodline.
Then this is an opportunity we cannot allow to slip by.
You've got that right. All right, we follow them.
Lady Ma Cherie?
What kind of woman is this Glaciella?
I wouldn't know.
She is Mont's betrothed. It is for this reason you hold your tongue? Speak your mind.
No, it is because I have never met her directly.
Is that so? How disappointing.
Is that why you had me accompany you? To ask such a thing?
That was not the only reason.
My lady?
I am told that Lynx was like a sister to you. I am truly sorry.
Please do not lower your head to me. The shinobi are bought for that very purpose.
The standing and very existence of your clan would change if war no longer plagued these lands. Is this not true?
You sound just like King Mont.
Like Mont, you say? What a curious observation. So, does that mean I too have your admiration? Well?
I do not know.
Glaciella, soon we shall meet.
Okay, that's 10 down.
Oh, is that all you've got? I've already gone through 13.
Don't get the wrong idea. That was the 10th I took out using Flare. If I count Thunder as well, I felt twice as many as you. 26 charred monks.
You really don't understand a thing, do you? I almost pity you.
What are you talking about?
A mage is only useful until their spirit tires. Once that happens, they are but nurslings, burdens and nothing else. Whereas I can continue to cut down foe after foe for as long as I endure. I'm sure the corpses would pile up to 1 million in the end.
Now you're just making things up and you know it.
Care to taste my steel? Let's see. Perhaps I'll cut you into nice thin slices.
What are you two doing? Fighting whilst the castle gates stand wide open! This is the height of carelessness!
It is I who opened the gates, but Salir who forgot to close them.
Isn't it common sense for the person who opens something to close it as well?
You still want to fight?
We've got a score to settle.
By the gods! Please, just get back within the castle walls!
I am afraid that's not going to be possible.
What?
The next wave of monks is on its way.
Just how many monks does the Sanctum have at its disposal? The monks. They've stopped attacking.
I guess they're just too scared to keep fighting us.
It would be nice if that were the case.
What do you mean by that?
This is not a retreat. I spotted them heading north.
North? They can't be heading for Fennis Castle, can they?
I think that is quite likely.
Oh no! Brother and the others will be caught between Fennis and the monks.
I guess we're going north then.
Hold on a moment! You can't! This may just be a trap.
A trap?
One designed to lure us from the castle.
Allowing the monks to overtake it in our absence?
Exactly.
That is a possibility.
If you're so worried, Grawl, why don't you stay back and guard the castle?
Yes, that's a fine idea. Horn Castle was not designed so poorly that it could be taken simply by a large force of monks.
You have made your point. But I shall be accompanying you.
Then what about the castle?
I shall have every soldier remain to guard it with their lives.
That means...
It will be only us three who pursue the monks heading north.
If you cannot agree to this, then I must have you stay within the castle.
Fine by me.
Then it's decided.
Now then, let us prepare and head for Fennis Castle, quickly.
King Mont.
I see her. Uldoa.
Oh, how long it has been.
The battle is ours. If it is possible, I ask that you surrender.
You ask for surrender from the proud people of Fennis?
Neither side has aught to gain from further bloodshed, so...
We refuse.
Uldoa.
But an alliance is something we can consider.
What? An alliance?
King Mont, there's clearly a scheme afoot.
Should they refuse surrender, then we simply wet our blades with their blood.
What are you proposing?
Your Highness!
I'll need an explanation.
We want to exact revenge on Melnia.
For what reason?
She chose not to care for King Moraga in his final moments, and now she abandons Fennis Castle to side with the wolves of Wazette.
Is it the truth that you speak?
I do not lie.
Oh, so you've forgotten how you used the long-distance communication device to deceive us?
That was a moment of unbridled youth.
Huh, that's rich.
And who would this be?
Kilfei. Fennis made hostage of my little brother, Malleus, and forced me to fight for them. But alas, he is no longer of this world.
Then why is it that you are in league with Uldoa now?
There is a debt of which I owe to her. Once I have repaid it,
I've promised she can do as she pleases with my life.
I entreat you, lend us your might so that we may strike down Melnia.
Very well.
King Mont.
In that case, we have something for you.
Which is?
A ship. The last of our fleet.
Without it, you cannot cross the Great River to the east and into Wazette territory.
Very well.
King Mont, are you truly sure of this?
I am. There is naught to worry about.
Lilith, is this king of yours always like this?
Yes, and for this reason, we never suffer a dull moment.
I can see why.
Well, I guess we should get moving too.
What kind of woman is Glaciella?
I do not know.
Because you've never met her.
I have only seen her once from afar.
I see. Then it is but natural you don't know her. To be told to slay every last one of your relatives if you wish to succeed the throne. Since refusing this demand from Kuri, Glaciella has formed a resistance and raised the flag of rebellion against Wazette. She strikes me as a woman of quite strong heart. I think I might like her. You do not, Ketone?
No, I...
You have feelings for Mont, do you not?
What?
Do not feign ignorance. I have a keen eye for people, and I'm rarely wrong. She disappeared. I envy the shinobi. If only I could do the same.
Reporting. An old castle has been sighted ahead.
Bourdice Castle, I assume?
Most likely, yes.
Glaciella. We finally get to meet.
News from the walls! A small unit of unknown origin approaches!
Unknown origin?
Sister, has the army of Wazette returned?
They never learn their lesson, do they?
They've come to wear us down, knowing well that we cannot leave these walls. Lady Glaciella, it may be time to wage a decisive battle.
I agree. We shall meet the enemy, but not head on.
An ambush then, huh?
Okay, everyone, stay hidden. We take them in one fell swoop.
Ketone. I was hoping we could talk, but I suppose I have perturbed you. Oh well, it matters not. I know you listen nonetheless. You know that I lost not only my father, Rob, but also my brother, Dario. I am the only one who can succeed the throne. If I do not, it will spell the end of the Horn bloodline. And Mont, he has lost his father and now faces his brother as an enemy. To make matters worse, he was forced to abandon Leona's castle to the shadow of the giant crystal. This is the plight which Mont faces. While he finds temporary haven in Horn Castle, it's not an arrangement that will last forever. How does the future of Leonis appear in the eyes of one as close to Mont as yourself? This is what I wanted to ask you.
I was curious why you chose this role for yourself.
I bear no hidden motives. Mont didn't want me to accompany him into battle with Fennis. But alas, I am not the type of woman to sit quietly and wait in the comfort of her castle. Thus, I felt this to be the most suitable choice.
You lie.
Oh? What makes you so sure?
You chose to come here, to convince Lady Glaciella to give up on King Mont.
So that's how it is. Well then, let there be no secrets between women.
Huh?
Depending on how matters play out, it may come to that.
Even if it was arranged by their parents, Glaciella is still his betrothed. I doubt she will simply stand aside for you.
Be it man or woman, I will show no quarter to those incapable of listening to reason. That is the way of Horn.
You cannot mean...
Now then, let us approach. Not a soul in sight. Yet the air brims with tension.
Lady Masari.
such a warm welcome. You must be Glaciella.
You are not from these parts, and the armor your men wear.
I am Princess Ma Cherie of Horn.
Ma Cherie. So you are the princess I hear of.
I did not come here seeking conflict.
I know what it is you're after. My presence stands in the way of you tightening your hold over Mont.
I would prefer you didn't misjudge me. The united armies of Horn and Leonis have already enacted their campaign to strike through Venice and invade Wazette. Glaciella, we need your aid.
In order to unify Ardra under the banners of Horn? I do not know how you place Mont under your heel. But I shall not do your bidding. Furthermore, I shall reclaim Mont's freedom.
Horn is no longer the country it once was.
Do you truly think I would lend an ear to such words? Horn has long been an enemy to the people of these lands. By ensnaring Mont into the internal conflicts of Horn, you divided Leonis and Spirare. This led to the destruction of Rubius and the deaths of many dear friends. After all this, you now come before me to ask for my aid?
So, what is it you intend to do?
I shall herald destruction upon Horn. Then I shall free Mont and Leonis from your domination, and together we will end the reign of Kuri.
Lady Ma Cherie, at this rate...
No, this is how it must be.
But...
I understand. For those who have lived the grimness of battle, there is no other way to understand one another, save for in battle itself. Is this not true?
Say what you wish. You shan't have my forgiveness.
Tell me, why would Melnia side with Wazette?
She consumed Venice from the inside. Yet, that wasn't enough to sate her treachery.
But to what end?
She wants a country of her own. Fell in love with the idea of calling herself a queen.
Yet once she gets what she desires, dissatisfaction grows within her. And she begins to yearn for another country. Like a child, wanting for a new toy.
So, you're saying she finally has Venice in the palm of her hands.
Only to no longer feel the allure, and thus she slithers off to Wazette?
That is exactly what she has done.
So that's what happened.
If only that woman had not come to us. King Moraga would never have suffered the fate that he did.
What do you mean?
Melnia conspired with Sadali.
That makes sense. This means the idea to have Venice ally with Horn
was delivered by the lips of Melnia. She charmed her way to Moraga's side and planted the fantasy of devouring Horn with the aid of Sadali in his mind.
So that is how this war began.
We have not time to waste. We must save our friends.
I stand aware of this, but...
What is it?
There are those who refuse to ally with Leonis and Horn.
Meaning the remaining forces of Venice do not share the same mind?
I do not like the idea of crossing swords with my own people. But this is how it has to be.
Are you truly all right with this?
Moraga's Imperial Guard is deadly. You had best keep your wits about you.
I shall do just that.
Good. Now come with me. Through the rear gates and beyond the forest is the port.
What's the matter?
It is faint, yet...
Their malice can be sensed even from here.
We told you. There are those who refuse to ally with Leonis and Horn.
This had better not be a trap.
I'd never stoop to anything so treacherous.
You've stooped to it plenty of times in the past, though.
You said you do not wish to fight your own people, did you not?
Of course I don't. But...
They likely know that we intend to board the ship, which means...
Battle shall be unavoidable.
Do not show them any mercy, you hear?
Is it really okay? To fight without holding back?
The warriors who lay in wait for us are Fennis' best. Moraga's Imperial Guard.
All men of skill that rivals my own. Face them half-heartedly and you shall fall.
So be it.
Here they come!
So this is how Fennis designs its ships.
Not bad for barbarians.
Learn to watch your mouth, or you'll be tossed into the river.
Even with a ship as sturdy as this, our safe passage to Wizet is still not assured.
Oh, timid one, are we?
Surely Melania foresaw that you would betray her and join forces with us.
That is likely so. Our enemy outnumbers us, and then there is this fog.
Hold on a moment. Do you mean to say that Melnia may not have gone to Wizet, but instead lies in wait for us somewhere on the river?
Precisely. Or at least, her strategy is to make us believe so.
King Mont, what would you have us do?
We have no other options.
Your mind is set, then.
We must catch up to Solidus, to Engelbert. But that is not all. Mashari rallies Glaciella to our cause. We cannot fail to regroup with them either. Which is why we must press our course. There are other reasons to avoid traveling by land.
Oh?
While we seek victory in the battles to come, it is not guaranteed. Should we be defeated or forced to retreat, having a ship will allow us to transport the wounded.
That makes sense.
If I am to voice a concern, however, it would be the Water Guard of Wizet.
The Water Guard? I've never heard of such a thing.
This is news to me as well.
I have never seen them for myself, but I believe they are known as Styriae. If we cross Wizet before they can mobilize, there will be naught to worry about.
And you believe this to be possible?
I do, which is why I want to make haste.
If our resolve is steeled, then there is no more to be said. We set sail.
All right, do it.
The fog seems to be growing even thicker.
Oldoa, how many ships did Fennis have at its command?
7.
That is quite the number.
There will be no going back if they surround us on the water. It is times such as these I wish Ramada were here. Adelard! Where did this massive arrow come from?
So, they lie in wait for us, hidden beyond the fog.
Aldoa, stop daydreaming and return fire!
This ship has no armaments.
What did you say?
In fact, none of the ships in the Fennis fleet are equipped to do battle on water.
Meaning?
It means this attack did not come from Melnia and her followers.
Then it must be Wizette's water guard.
Your Highness, what's the plan?
Aldoa, maintain course straight ahead!
It's too dangerous, Your Highness!
No, we have the fog on our side. The enemy is yet to capture our exact position.
Are you certain of this?
The arrow they launched was likely not aimed at us with intention, which is why the arrows that followed have not hit us. Meaning?
We can close in and ambush them before they are able to find our position.
All right. In we go!
What is it? Have you grown craven, Mashari? I will shatter the arrogance of Horn and free Leonis. And together, we shall bring an end to Wizette. And to that end, you shall fall!
Craven, you say? I was simply observing you, as there's no joy in ending a duel within mere moments. If we can only understand one another through battle, so be it. Horn is not the evil you believe it to be, and I shall make you see this, willfully or otherwise.
Horn and Wizette. I guess the bull and the wolf will always be at odds.
What are they doing in such a decrepit castle?
Who knows? I can't make out what either of them are saying from here.
What shall we do? If we move now, it would be easy to side with one and slay the other. If we do so,
I know. It's just...
I see now. You're too enchanted by the both of them to make a choice, you shameless lecher.
Now, don't misjudge me. Tell me then, Lizette, which one of them would you side with?
Well,
Can't answer so easily, can you? In my eyes, those two seem to be made of the same spirit. Let's observe a little longer.
I suppose we should.
It ends here. Prepare yourself!
I will not allow it.
Stand down, Ketone. I can still fight.
You are the last hope for the future of Horn. Your bloodline cannot end here.
We allow you to duel, and this is the cowardice you resort to?
Sister, we'll take care of the shinobi.
We'll make you regret butting in on the sanctity of a duel.
Ketone, that's enough. Back down.
No.
This battle is over.
Not yet.
Stubborn one, aren't you? Does everyone from Horn act like they're a bull?
I am not of Horn. My allegiance is with Leonis.
Then what is the meaning of this? You put your life on the line to fight for someone whom you do not call your master?
She's weird and stubborn. King Mont would be heartbroken were something to happen to Lady Macherie. I fight to prevent that.
How foolish! That just wouldn't happen. Exactly. He's betrothed to my sister, you know.
It is you who does not know.
What do you mean to say?
The most painful thing in this world for me is to see sadness on King Mont's face in the name of his happiness. I will not be defeated.
It looks like we were able to rout the enemy ships.
These things have a habit of working out, don't they?
It felt like we were going to meet our maker, mind you.
Anyway, Aldoa, how much further until we reach land?
I'd say we have crossed almost half the river.
What? We're not even halfway there yet?
And the chances of another enemy attack before we reach land?
Hi.
Based on what exactly?
We were attacked by 3 ships. Of those, how many did we sink?
2. Which means the last ship.
Managed to slip away. You think it will call reinforcements?
It's definitely possible.
Aldoa?
What is it?
As strategist of the Fennis armies, I suggest you heed my advice. Turn back.
You know we cannot do that!
Why do we need to turn back? If there's a reason, you'd best tell us.
I have seen through their ploy. They are attempting to lure us in.
I assume you have reasoning to support this claim. Should we turn back now, our efforts will have been for naught.
This just doesn't get easier. Your Highness?
Something approaches. A ship of monstrous size. Is that Wazette's water guard, Styria?
To exact revenge against Melnia, Aldoa enlists Kilfeil and allies with Leonis. Together they cross the Great Eastern River to join forces with Ingilbert. Wazette's Styria, aptly regarded as the greatest water guard, impedes them. Meanwhile, Macherie and Ketone make for the derelict Bourdis castle. The goal is to win over Glaciella, taking refuge within as an ally. However...
Oh, how fascinating. Luring in their ship was but a part of your plan, I see.
Precisely.
So, the same goes for leaving them with a ship in Fennis too?
A foolish question.
But you did not come up with that strategy yourself now, did you?
Say what you mean, woman.
Oh,
You don't truly think we were none the wiser, do you?
Melnia and Renel, wasn't it? You welcomed them and the rest of the Fennis remnants into our midst with open arms, right?
I did not welcome anybody. I merely perceived they could be used.
Well, it is quite fine with us either way.
Where do you think you are going?
To take a look at these new pets of yours.
Jealousy does not become you, Victura.
Jealousy? Do not flatter yourself.
What?
Despite deploying Styria, you still have no intention of eliminating Mont and his companions, do you?
And you base this on?
The fact that your true desire is the ring. It won't end up in your hands if you send Mont to a sunken grave, after all.
Alas, that will be your undoing. You would do well not to underestimate the little lion.
What in blazes? That ship is enormous.
This is the water guard of Wizette, Styria.
Captain Abbott, we spotted the ship from Fennis.
Give them a warm welcome.
As you wish.
But mind you, do not inflict mortal injuries. Let me make myself clear. You are not to inflict mortal injuries upon any of them. Understood?
Yes, Captain.
What is the meaning of this?
A matter beyond my control. Orders from King Curry himself.
From the king? But why would he?
You take issue, Eugene?
I heard that the new king of Leonis is aboard that ship. Were we to sink it, surely the war would end this day.
It would appear King Curry desires this miscreant Mont to be taken alive.
King Mont, facing a ship of that size is madness.
Yet retreat is no longer ours to choose.
We go to battle. Holdua, draw the ship closer.
What are you going to do then?
I'll use this.
We all know the power of the visions. It has saved us on plenty of occasions. But, King Mont, we're outmatched this time.
I am aware of that.
Then...
Which is why we're going to ambush them head-on.
What do you mean by that?
The enemy ship is dead ahead!
What? How did Leona's troops get aboard?
So that was your plan. Look at them scurrying about, thinking our soldiers are actually somehow on their deck.
Now is our chance to strike!
Oh, feast your eyes on that! Styria is retreating!
We did it! Impressive as always, Your Highness.
No, this was everyone's victory.
It is possible this is a trap, however.
A trap? Who cares if it is? If they're trying to lure us into setting foot in Wazette, that will be their mistake to regret.
That may be so, but it bothers me.
You fret too much.
In any case, lingering on the open water will do us no favors.
That's right. Let us make haste for the shores of Wazette.
It seems we made it just in time.
Explain yourself.
In regards to what exactly?
What are those barbarians from Fennis doing here?
I should be the one to explain.
I should have known you'd be behind this.
It seems Melnia of Fennis has betrayed her kingdom, and now hails to Wazette, which is why...
Ridiculous. These barbarians cannot be trusted.
That's a horribly unfair thing to say!
Silence!
Darling, please.
Come now, Commander. You know what they say. The foe of my foe is my ally.
What of Lady Macherie?
She has gone to Glaciella to...
It is Mont whom I ask.
She has gone to Bourdis Castle to rally Glaciella before regrouping with us here.
She does this alone?
I had Ketone accompany her.
Damn you. Not only must you jeopardize Schitzel's fate, but now Lady Macherie's.
Enough, Engelbert. Lady Macherie made the decision by her own mind. I imagine King Mont did not object, as he did not wish to involve her in the war with Fennis.
Engelbert, I understand where your anger comes from. As it stands, Macherie is yet to arrive here. I am certain something has befallen her.
Should that be so? What do you intend to do about it?
I will go to her, and if something has happened, you have my word that I shall save her.
King Mont!
Lilith, I'll need you to stay here.
I should go with you!
You needn't worry about me. I will see this done.
As you wish.
My apologies, Adelard. I leave the rest to you.
Do not worry. I, for one, shall be sure not to act out of irrational haste.
What is that supposed to mean?
You know exactly what it means.
Well then, I shall return.
Well, can you see anything?
King Mont has disappeared off to the south.
He is alone.
No, he has a small number of soldiers at his side.
And you have an inkling as to why, do you not?
That look on your face? Just as I thought.
I believe he makes for Bourdis Castle.
Bourdis? A castle long since abandoned, is it not?
Why so quiet?
According to the reports from our shinobi, Lady Macherie of Horn also headed for Bourdis Castle.
So, what's the big deal about this castle?
Serges, you do understand there's no going back for you, don't you?
Lady Macherie seeks to make contact with Glaciella.
Is that so? I was wondering where she had hid herself, but it was Bordees' castle all along. Macherie and Glaciella. This should be fun.
Where are you going?
We were gonna stay up here and enjoy the show that Melnia puts on.
But we have come up with something far more entertaining to do now.
Sergius.
Commander, if we leave those two be...
I know. Victora will bring misfortune upon Glaciella and Lady Macherie.
Are you sure about this? Are we really doing the right thing?
Commander.
I have learned something from this war. An answer I had long sought. Our enemies are those who hold the reins of power.
Sergius.
Does that not mean Kuri?
Were it not for Kuri, we would have surely died like animals in the wild. For that we are indebted to him. Yet, it is the same Kuri who is responsible for his own people starving and being ravaged by illness.
Commander, do you mean that we will go to Glaciela's aid?
Those in power are the enemy, as are those who aspire to claim that power as their own.
Then, King Mont. Is he also a person in power you think should be defeated? It's getting harder and harder to understand what you're thinking.
I share that sentiment. Commander, even when we attacked King Mont, you made sure not to hurt him.
King Mont is afflicted with kindness. Swayed by fleeting emotions, he all but crushed their chance of felling Kuri. No longer will I expect anything of others.
Sergius!
Commander.
We too shall head for Bordees.
The enemy does not show itself, yet it cannot hide its presence. I suppose it does not even try.
It is only a matter of time before the battle begins.
What is it they wait for?
It is likely they rush to prepare for the battle to come.
Oh? What makes you think this?
It felt the same when they attacked our ship out on the Great River. Instead of trying to sink us, they disappeared back beyond the shroud of the fog.
And so you were lured to this place?
Correct. To what end, I do not know. However, I am certain that this is the battlefield of their choosing, and that it is where they intend to deliver us to our end.
Are you truly one of those savages from Venice?
I simply fought for them because they held my little brother hostage.
I see. You have my apologies.
The enemy waits for something.
And what will happen when that time has come?
We shall lose any remaining chance of victory.
In that case, we cannot afford to delay any longer.
Indeed. You do not intend to wait for orders?
Circumstances have led me to depart the army of Horn. I no longer serve under such constrictions. I suppose I will have to endure another berating from Adelard, mind you. Solidus! Advance! This is our chance! Sweep through the enemy and devour them!
What's going on?
It would seem the battle has begun.
I thought Adelard said he would not act in haste. We have no time to waste.
think that you still worry for your companion when you face the end of my spear.
Ketone! Take it!
This... Lady Marjorie, what is this?
Just use it! With this, the tables have turned.
You truly think it's so?
What?
That was your last resort. Do not try to say otherwise. And now I know it to be true.
I simply judged that I needn't rely on such a trinket to face you. Nothing more.
Still, you persist with your facade.
Is it not you who clings to a facade of strength? I have a keen eye for people, and I'm rarely wrong. Which is why it is clear to me. I am told Mont is betrothed to you, but all you desire is for him to be a pillar of strength standing behind you. You know nothing of my desires! But I do. I know them well. For you and I share quite the resemblance. We share nothing!
Lady Ramada?
Do you see something?
The only thing I see
is a nice blue sky, right?
2 stars, soon to be consumed by the darkness.
The stars you speak of.
Lady Marjorie and Ketone.
Hold on a moment. Lady Marjorie and the others were supposed to be going to Bourdais Castle to rally Lady Glaciella.
Yes, that's right. I wonder if something happened.
If that's the case, the assault on Wizette could end in failure.
What? We can't have that! Our trip is becoming a distant dream!
You still speak of such things?
Huh?
We have lost many beloved souls to this war. Those fortunate to have survived still suffer wounds deep to the mind and body.
You're right. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking about everyone whose lives were sacrificed.
But you must understand. There are things we wanted to forget.
Indeed, I understand. It is Lord Stern you speak of, is it not?
It is.
After his defeat by King Mont's hand, Lord Stern's whereabouts have been lost to obscurity. Does he still draw life? Or...
He's alive! I'm sure of it!
Yes. I suppose you speak true. It is for this reason that your strength is needed. We must defend Ovis, rout Wizette with the aid of Horn, and save Lord Stern.
Can we really achieve all of this?
We can. I am sure of it. Now, let us continue forth. Lady Marjorie, Ketone, may you be safe. Juriel, look!
I see them. What are they doing in a place like this?
Well, well. It appears we made it in time.
That voice! Victora! Luartha too! I cannot believe my eyes.
You are safe.
Barely, but yes.
We were taken prisoner for a time, but we found a way out.
Is that the beautiful steel maiden of Horn?
Indeed, it is.
Victora and Luartha. I know your names.
Is that so?
You even have the face of a villain, and quite so at that.
You dare insult Victora as well?
Glaciella, I am sure I need not tell you, but nothing good comes from showing mercy to women like her.
We're by your side now, so...
Right. We will crush you with all our might. Victora, what of the others?
The others?
Vadim and everyone else. No.
I'm sorry. We failed to protect them.
I apologize too. We're so sorry. They fought to free us from imprisonment, but in the process... If only Mont had been there, none of this would have happened. And that's why we can never forgive this Ma Cherie girl either.
I see what is afoot here. We have a saying in Horn. None say as many words as a thief. It appears it couldn't be more true. Do you not see, Glaciella? These two scheme something devious. And to achieve that end, it would seem they need to eliminate me. I imagine you will be next.
Victora.
You believe that we mean to deceive you? It's almost laughable. For what purpose would we possibly lead you astray?
Well...
Listen to me, Glaciella. You must not lend an ear to that woman's deceit. We are going to rid these lands of Kuri. But to do this, we must stand strong together. Do you understand me?
Yes.
If words cannot guide you to reason, you leave me no other choice.
Send your miss.
I was but one step away.
You have my thanks, Ketone.
This is my duty. Moreover...
This is what Mont ordered you to do, is it not? To serve me.
Yes.
Then I command you, deliver word to Mont of what transpires here.
What? I cannot do that.
Why not?
If I leave your side...
You underestimate me, I see. I shall prove to you that I can survive with or without your assistance.
But...
I have entrusted you with my life. If you have time to worry for my safety, I suggest you make haste. Time is of the essence. Now go! I ask this only because I know you can see it through. Now go! Go!
May you overcome.
She has gone to summon Mont?
Luartha.
I know. I'll take care of it.
If I am not mistaken, that shinobi serves Leonis.
Mont had her accompany me to serve as my protection.
Glaciella, you cannot allow her words to poison your mind. Do you understand me?
But...
You know that Mont would never come here. All this woman aims to achieve is to buy herself time before she meets her demise.
You're right.
Of course I am, Glaciella. Good girl.
Damn it! Curse that Engelbert and his impatience! Even I did not expect him to suddenly charge the enemy. Something doesn't feel right.
I decided to take the battle to the enemy.
Yet again, you failed to listen.
Did you come all this way just to berate me?
Not exactly. Something feels amiss.
Go on.
You must have laid siege to the enemy forces positioned to the north.
That is right.
But what are their movements now? The enemy forces seem to be moving east, as if to circle around to our right.
And what of it? It is clear that Solidus has the enemy overwhelmed.
I am aware, and for that very reason, I am bothered.
There you are.
What is it?
I have a bad feeling about what is to come.
So you feel it too? Should we engage the enemy like this, we will be forced to fight with the Great River to our backs.
You worry too much over insignificant details. We break them here, and Wazette Castle will be a mere distance ahead. Solidus, move out!
The Great River at our backs. Of course. They plan to use that giant ship from Styria.
It is the kind of strategy Ranel would concoct.
What is our approach?
We must avoid being caught in an attack from both sides.
The likelihood of being bombarded from the rear should be lower if we all engage them on the field.
Very well.
Lady Marcherie ordered me to bring King Mont to her. But is that truly what she wished of me? Could it be Lady Marcherie sacrificed herself to allow my escape? But if it were so, is it okay for me to simply obey? Lady Marcherie will undoubtedly fall as it is, and her life will be taken. Lady Marcherie and her feelings for King Mont will be no more. And Lady Glaciella will be unable to stay betrothed to Mont after what she has done. Which means King Mont will be free from anyone's claim. I know that doesn't mean King Mont will turn his attention to me. I am but a shinobi, forbidden to love a king, and never to know the love of one, destined to only serve at his side. But if King Mont is claimed by no one, then I can at least remain by his side. I can be satisfied with that, and that alone. But I'm sure King Mont would be saddened if all this comes to pass. Would I be able to endure seeing such sadness on his face? I wouldn't. I couldn't possibly. King Mont's smile is the only thing I want to see. Hold on, Lady Marjorie. I will deliver King Mont to your side.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. That's Victoria and Luartha, all right.
What could they possibly be doing here?
They probably fled to Wizette after looting Lycaros.
That makes sense. They would not need to fear pursuit from Randall while they remain in the frozen frontier of Wizette. What should we do?
As indebted to Lycaros as we may be, there's no need for us to seek justice for a nation now destroyed. However, by the look of things, those two are clearly up to no good again.
Shall we punish them for their misdeeds, then, if we do so?
That's right. We'll be thanked and the gates to a new path of service will open up to us.
You still do not seem entirely convinced.
I just started thinking about how we're no match for them in battle.
Well, that's rather pathetic of you.
What else am I going to do? We almost lost our lives in the war between Lycaros and Rundal. Sorry, I'm not going through that again if I can help it.
So what shall we do then?
Good gods! I'm doing my best to come up with something here.
The battle is ours.
Are you happy with yourself? Victory could have easily been ours through simple force of might.
Forgive me.
I was long aware. You are a far superior strategist than Kilfei or any other.
I do not deserve your praise.
You went to such torturous lengths to prove it. However, it was quite enjoyable. And besides, it showed the depths of your love for me.
Did you bear witness, Kilfei? I am the greatest strategist in all of Ardra. And it is I alone who receives Lady Melnia's favor.
Frederica! Stay strong! Frederica!
Darling, I think this is the end. Give me one last kiss.
Clearly, you shall survive.
Hey, can't you be just the tiniest bit sweeter?
Hold steady.
I guess I'm still alive. What in blazes just hit us now, Commander?
Some matter of artillery. What? A magical bombardment?
Any injuries?
I'm fine. But where is this coming from?
The giant ship under Wizette's command.
I see. They've caught us in a pincer attack with artillery fire from the Great River. Which is why you have joined us in the thick of it.
Indeed. We thought that if the battle became chaotic enough, they would cease firing in order to avoid hitting their own troops.
Yet they do not seem to be letting up even in the slightest.
They've turned the battlefield into a melee to avoid our pincer movement.
I care not. My job is to keep shooting until nothing remains. All that matters is the obliteration of the enemy.
How barbaric.
It does not matter how many of our troops die as long as our achievements outweigh the corpses.
Their plan was to ensnare us between their forces on land and their ship on the water.
Damn it! If it were not for these infernal bombardments.
With the ship beyond our reach on the water.
The only path for us to take is forward into the enemy on land. Then we rally Solidus and smash through the enemy lines.
Got it.
My sword is ready.
This is where it ends.
Glaciella! Victora? Why did you... take aim at me?
I suppose there's no point in playing games now, is there?
Why would you... Good. You're unharmed. Victora, explain yourself.
Explain what exactly?
You attacked me. Had Ma Cherie not shielded me,
It is time, everyone! This is the perfect chance to eliminate Ma Cherie. Come forth. Oh, you lovely little fools. I was not talking to you. The way you took care of each other has saved me a lot of effort. I shall destroy both Horn and your precious Spirare.
Stop! I beg of you!
Show yourself. So, you followed me all this way.
Yeah! I've got something I want to ask you.
And what would that be?
You plan on assaulting Wizette Castle next, right? What's your strategy gonna be? Why the silent treatment?
Are you lack-witted? Do you actually think I would reveal our intentions to the enemy?
The enemy, huh? Well, I guess that's what I am. At least for now.
For now?
Yeah, it's not as if I've pledged my undying loyalty to Kuri or anything.
What is it you scheme?
I just tag along with Victora because she never lets things get dull.
That is your only reason?
Uh-huh.
You kill people for a reason so trivial.
You shinobi are not all that different though, are you?
What did you say?
You'd kill your own kin for coin, wouldn't you?
Do not mock me!
It's fine. You don't have to justify anything to me. So, are you gonna tell me what you have planned or not? I mean, if you're not going to, I'll end your life right where you stand. You realize that you don't stand a chance against me in your current state, right? You know, I think you misunderstand me.
In what way?
Unlike Victora, I'm not particularly invested in Wizette coming out as the winner in all this. If anything, I kinda think that Wizette losing could be a good thing.
Why?
If Horn and Leonis are destroyed, it'll be Wizette who unifies East Ardra, right? Which means the next battle will be between Rosette and Rundal. Does that sound exciting to you? I can't think of a more boring outcome.
You want the world to fall into even greater turmoil?
Oh, I do. Should I feel bad about that?
It is because of people like you that we...
I'm sorry, but I loathe being lectured. Well, you seem like you're willing to go to hell and back, so I guess I'll let you walk away this time.
Why would you do such a thing?
How many times do I have to say it? I don't care what happens as long as I get to have a good time. And if things do turn dull, you won't be so lucky next time. Well, get going.
Lady Glaciella! Oh! There's so many Wizette soldiers.
Hey! Stay out of our way!
You're not going anywhere.
Miranda, what do? We scatter them and go to Lady Glaciella's aid!
But how? Look how many we face!
My poor Glaciella. Look at all those wounds.
Glaciella, do not lend an ear to her words.
But I am still fond of you. I mean that. You admired me like a sister, did you not? This is why I am going to show you mercy. Only a little, though. I shall give you a chance to mend the rift between us. Slay the witch from Horn who lies behind you.
But
Have you forgotten? She tried to steal Mont from you. Surely you remember. Now think. Can you really let that woman live on? Everything she touches crumbles into despair and misery. Slay her. Take your spear and run her through with all your might.
no, I cannot. Glaciella.
Why? Tell me what reason you could have to spare her.
The words Ma Cherie spoke of me just now. She said that we share a resemblance. And I knew it to be true. Ma Cherie and I...
No. You share nothing of the sort with that woman. You...
Victora, you have a poor eye for people.
I what?
You understand nothing of me.
I suppose I can take that as your declaration of war against me. Very well. I shall show you no quarter. Not anymore. What is the matter? Is that all the Princess of Wezette can muster? You've reached your limit, I see. In that case, I shall become you. I shall bring an end to Kuri and claim the throne for myself.
That was what you planned from the beginning.
Finally, you put all the pieces of the puzzle together. Well then, prepare to meet your demise.
Hold on now. That's not how this is gonna play out.
You two...
Well, Victora. It's been a while.
You are acquainted with Victora?
That's one way of putting it. We've been acquainted with more than our fair share of her treachery.
Is that so?
I'm pretty sure that you're aware that we hail from Lycaros.
I am.
Lizette and I were mercenaries hired by Lycaros, where we were doing well for ourselves.
And then came Victora. She batted her eyelashes at the king and charmed her way into the royal guard.
But she didn't harbor anything that even resembled a love for the kingdom.
She lent her hand to Rundal's rebellion. If she had changed her allegiance to Rundal, I suppose I could understand, but no.
Not only did she aid in the fall of Lycaros, she disappeared with the treasures of the royal family.
Now do you see? She would betray the kingdom she was indebted to just to sate her selfish desires.
Last time we crossed paths, I'm sure I mentioned this, but...
We travel in search of a new master to serve.
Very well. I employ you as my personal guard.
You have yourself a deal!
We shall not allow evil to prevail!
And there you have it! You best prepare yourself.
Do you truly think that the likes of you will sway the tide of this battle?
What did you say?
You still haven't noticed? My, what second-rate warriors you are. You may show yourselves. Akito certainly takes its time. Fight with all your might for the future queen of Wezette.
Sergius, why would you side with her? I know that you too wish to see an end to Kuri's tyranny. Why would you do this?
I had lofty hopes for you at first, but then I realized you will be no different from Kuri in the end.
You're wrong! I am nothing like that monster!
Yet you are. Kuri destroys his people with tyranny, you will impoverish them with your softness. Wizet will never change, no matter who sits upon its throne. The struggle for power will go on eternal, harming the innocent people of the kingdom and ultimately claiming their lives. Wizet deserves ruin. It is to that end which Ikito fights.
Then why would you join forces with Victora? She schemes to replace Kuri and rule Wizet for herself.
Once Kuri is no more and you are defeated, it will be Victora's life that we hunt. She knows our intentions.
And I welcome them.
Then surely you...
Enough, Glaciella. Sergius and the others have come to a place from which there is no return. Would you like to know how they got there? They slayed Vadim.
This cannot be true. Can it?
It is.
Unforgivable!
The pawns are all in place. Let us begin, shall we?
King Mont!
Ketone! What's the matter? Why are you here?
Lady Macherie is...
Tell me what happened.
You must make haste to Bordeaux Castle. If you don't, Lady Glaciella will slay Lady Macherie.
Understood. I will be swift.
Is the sky such a rarity to you?
Whisper. Gazing at it makes me question my very existence. Perhaps I am but a dark black stain upon the ground.
The others interpret your defeat by Mont's hand to have a considerable impact on you.
But you do not see it the same way, I take it.
As I have no human heart of my own, I understand them very little. However...
Speak.
You almost appear to be taking joy in your defeat.
That may be true. Mont has become a man worthy of the Leonis throne.
You have no regrets?
I simply adhered to my destiny. I have nothing to regret. More importantly, have you not come to me for a reason?
We will go to Leonis.
To Leonis? Surely you are not unaware of what consumes that place.
If it is the poison that pervades the air you speak of, you needn't worry. The capable minds of our mages have developed protective clothing. Don it, and you will have nothing to fear of this miasma.
What is the reason we go to Leonis?
There is something we seek. Your aid is needed to find it.
Fine.
Macherie, are you all right?
You needn't worry about me.
But...
Fight on! Mont awaits you!
Huh?
You will fight for the sake of Mont. Understood?
Very well.
You have nowhere to run. You little...
Let us withdraw for now.
Remember this. I shall be waiting for you at Wazette Castle. There we shall bring an end to this.
We prevailed.
Indeed we did.
That was impressive.
Do not start. Not now.
Oh no. We've been really terrible, haven't we?
Yes, but I'm glad we've come to an understanding.
Ma Cherie is not just any woman, is she?
Oh, you see it too, huh? Well, it's only natural that we're in the service of someone so great.
Please stop. You're embarrassing us. But... not once did she make excuses for herself. She accepted the truth in all its forms and embraced her opponent. And now they stand together.
Indeed, she lives up to her name as the Princess of Horn.
The princess?!
Ma Cherie's the actual Princess of Horn?
Don't tell me you two pledged yourself to her without even knowing this.
I was to be wed to Moraga in order to secure ties with Fennis. But during our procession to Fennis, we were waylaid by bandits, only to be saved by Mont. I had believed myself ready to abandon my personal desires. Yet, as I watched Mont, the very idea of going to Fennis soon began to terrify me. In my heart, I took to fanciful thoughts of what could come to pass if only Leonis were to destroy Fennis. I thought Mont to be an inexperienced swordsman who could not be depended on, one whom I could bend to my will. But I soon realized that beneath his kindness dwelled a strength that ran deep. It was by this man's side I wanted to be. I felt that he could be the one to finally rid this world of the conflict that consumes it. I wanted to see this come to be. In such a world, none would shed tears over undesired marriages.
I too want to see this.
Huh?
I was the child of a concubine, forced into a conflict over royal succession after the assassination of the true heir. If I were to succeed the throne, I could free my family from the poverty they suffered. And so I fought. I was so young, I did not even know how to wield my spear, but I did so nonetheless. It was then that I met Mont. Back when neither of us had seen more than 10 winters. My father, Kuri, whispered in my ear. He said that I was to be with Mont.
You and Mont.
He was a fangless lion, but still the eldest son of the Leonis bloodline. Stern could succeed the throne, while Wazette would welcome Mont. Kuri believed there to be no better way to strengthen his alliance with Leonis. And moreover, he had already considered the consequences of abandoning that same alliance. He believed Mont to be weak, easy to manipulate, and effortless to dispose of should the need arise. I had no love for Kuri, but I thought myself capable of using Mont if it would help my family. That was my mind in the beginning, but alas. I'm sure no further explanation is needed. His kindness soon became a pillar on which my heart could lean.
I knew we shared a similarity, you and I.
I knew it too. During my battle with you, I felt it. That we were one and the same.
Not merely in the past, but the future to come.
You were right. Rundal to the west is not the only threat. The Crystal Sanctum is growing to be a realistic danger to us all.
We must unify East Ardra and stand unmoving against those that threaten us.
Right.
I have a proposition.
Huh?
Exchange with me a vow of sisterhood.
Are you certain you wish that with one such as I?
You are why I wish it. Upon this day, we swear.
Into a bond beyond blood.
I am you.
And I, you.
May our vow be sacred.
And enduring all of adversity.
You're both all right?
You're late, Mont.
You certainly took your time.
What is going on here? This is not what I had expected.
I'm not sure either.
But I could not be more relieved. The united armies can now launch their assault upon Wazette Castle. Lend me your strength, so that we may bring peace to East Ardra!